What's the most private thing your sibling revealed about you during summer vacation? My brother and I had an unspoken agreement about secrets. What happened at home stayed at home. What we overheard or witnessed was sacred territory. We were allies where privacy was a luxury we couldn't afford. That summer, when I was 15 and he was 13, we spent 3 weeks at our aunt's lake house. For the first time in years, we felt normal. Just swimming and sleeping past noon without someone screaming. My aunt invited her neighbor's family over for a barbecue. Their daughter was my age, confident in that effortless way I envied. She talked about her boyfriend like it was no big deal. "So what's it like having a sister?" she asked my brother while we sat around the fire pit. I tensed. We'd established our cover story. Normal family, normal problems, nothing worth discussing. "She's okay," he said, poking at the flames with a stick. "Pretty boring, actually." I relaxed. This was safe territory. "Does she have a boyfriend?" the girl pressed. "Nah," my brother replied. "She's too weird for that." The group laughed. I forced a smile, but something in his tone made my stomach twist. "Weird how?" another kid asked. That's when my brother looked directly at me. For a split second, I saw something in his eyes. Not malice, but a strange kind of power, like he was testing boundaries. "She talks to herself," he said, like full conversations. I hear her through the wall. My face burned. The talking wasn't random. It was how I processed the chaos at home. Late at night, I'd whisper through scenarios, practice standing up to dad, rehearse conversations I'd never attempt in real life. "Everyone talks to themselves," the neighbor girl said dismissively. "Not like this," my brother continued. "She pretends to be other people, different voices. Sometimes she's arguing with mom about grades. Sometimes she's our dad, yelling at himself." The fire crackled. Someone shifted uncomfortably. "She acts out whole fights," he went on. "I heard her do mom's voice perfectly, that high-pitched thing she does when she's about to lose it. Then she'd switch to dad's voice, all low and angry." My throat closed. He wasn't just exposing my coping mechanism. He was revealing the fights we'd both witnessed. "Once," he said, his voice dropping to a whisper, "I heard her practicing what she'd say at their funeral, planning their eulogies while they screamed about money downstairs." The silence stretched. Our aunt looked stricken. "Anyway," my brother said, suddenly realizing he'd gone too far, "it's not that weird, I guess." But the damage was done. The other kids exchanged glances. The neighbor girl's expression shifted from curiosity to something like pity. Later, I cornered him by the dock. "Why?" was all I could manage. He stared at the water. "I don't know." They were all looking at me like I was the weird one for being quiet. I wanted them to think I was normal. "By making me sound crazy?" "You're not crazy," he said quietly. "I know why you do it. I do it too sometimes." "Then why?" "Because it felt good," he interrupted. For 30 seconds, I felt like the normal brother with the weird sister instead of the kid whose parents hate each other. I wanted to stay angry, but his honesty cut through my hurt. "They think we don't know," I said. "Yeah." We sat in silence, watching fireflies blink over the lake. "I'm sorry," he said eventually. "I know." That night, lying in my camp bed, I heard him whispering to himself through the thin cabin wall. He was practicing an apology to me, testing different versions, trying to find words for shame he was too young to fully understand. I never mentioned it. Some secrets are meant to be kept, even when they're about keeping secrets.